Warpugs, it's Youth Pastor Ryan. I wonder how he's doing today. He's going to be talking to us about Honeywell. And considering the last people he talked about disturbed me to no end, this is probably going to be another one of those. Yeah, it's probably going to be another one of those, guys. We're going to jump right in. Warpugs, Youth Pastor Ryan's links are all in the description down below. The last time he talked about Bayer, and my God, I didn't know that they had such a ratio of complete wins to utterly devastating, horrifying things that they have done. But that's neither here nor there, Warpugs. We're here for it. Guys, thank you guys so much again for being patient with me this last week. I really do appreciate it. Let's jump right in. All links in the description below. I think I mentioned that. Join as a member of Patreon for early access when I can get my upload schedule back under wraps. I'm such an idiot. Let's go.
Hey, Honeywell, what do you make,
buddy?
We make comfort, safety, and give guidance. We're the masters of control.
That's oddly cryptic in a way I'm going to regret.
Yeah?
What? Don't you just make thermos?
Why did he have the Mothman there? And that's the exact same kind of thermostat that I have on that wall. That's the same type.
Stats?
Yeah, it all started out in 1985 with a guy named Albert Butts.
Ooh, having that name had to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I'm not even shitting you. He invented a damper flapper, probably to be known as an inventor instead of the Butts guy.
You know how family names like Smith come from their ancestors being like blacksmiths? What did this guy's family do?
My best guess? World's oldest profession. Anyway, we're off topic. Flapper was a device that automatically opened and closed the damper on a cold furnace to regulate temperature. It was the world's first thermostat.
A damper flapper? That's adorable. But why is it called a Honeywell and not Great Butts?
The Honeywell part of our name came from another guy named Mark Honeywell. He had his own company that perfected hot water heating systems. For years, we were rivals, battling over toasty homes. But then, in 1927, we decided to stop fighting and just join forces.
Okay.
The Minneapolis Honeywell Regulator Company was born. Bummed it wasn't the Honey Butts Company, if I'm honest.
That would definitely crush in a different industry. So
Yeah.
thermostats, air purifiers, security systems. But wait, 1927? Oh, what did you make in the 40s?
Yeah, we meant autopilot.
In the 40s?
We took our expertise in automatic control and applied it to the B-17 Flying Fortress and the B-24 Liberator.
I cannot argue with this. I cannot argue with this. So far, we're just winning. We're just winning at this point. There's no complaints.
Our little box could fly a bomber on a long, straight course with incredible precision, freed up the pilot for other tasks. I don't know what those would be, since he was the pilot.
Right.
We also made critical components for the Norden bomb sight, the top-secret device that allowed bombardiers to drop bombs with supposed pickle-barrel accuracy.
You kept homes cool and planes on track to bomb Germany, both automatically?
Exactly. We're the guardians of your personal climate, keeping you safe, sound, and at a perfect 72 degrees.
Yay!
While your enemies, no matter how far away they are kept warmer.
That sounded
Nice AC and warheads on foreheads. Let's go.
so wholesome at first. Why do you care where the enemies are? You, make missiles, don't you?
Yes.
They're laser guided, aren't they?
Laser guided is a bit dated. We prefer INS or inertial navigation, much more precise.
Why? What needs to be guided that precisely?
Oh, all sorts of things, and our aerospace division knows all of them. We make everything from cockpit control systems for commercial airliners to black boxes that survive crashes.
Okay, cockpit controls, thanks. I fly a lot and it's, almost always gone right.
Almost.
Long story, but that's still nice, civilian, and peaceful.
Well, safety sometimes means ensuring that the threat is, neutralized.
Yes.
From a very, very, very long way away.
Oh, don't do this.
For instance, we've been a huge partner in America's nuclear deterrent program for decades. We decided to manufacture the guidance systems for the Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missile.
Really?
You absolutely, positively have to change the temperature by 6,000 degrees on the other side of the planet in 30 minutes or less. You want a Honeywell system at the helm.
I would not doubt that that is painted on the side of a nuclear launch facility. I wouldn't doubt it at all. Worldwide delivery in 30 minutes or less. Your next one is free.
It's the ultimate ultimate thermostat for global politics.
You make nuclear missile guidance systems?
Yeah, it's all just temperature control on a different scale. We don't just do big impersonal stuff. We also believe in providing temperature solutions for, the everyman.
I'm so afraid to ask.
Ever heard of the CBU-87 combined effects munition?
That sounds like a bad hug delivery system.
Yeah.
It's a 1,000-pound cluster bomb that opens midair to disperse 202 individual bomblets over an area the size of a football field. These little guys are designed to pierce light armor and fragment to create maximum damage to soft targets. We didn't just make the bomb casing, we made the fuses too. That's fun for the whole family.
You're the
no, it's not.
describing a weapon that drops hundreds of little bombs that shred people and vehicles.
Yeah, turning up a bunch of tiny temperatures and then lowering the person's body temperature that was nearby. And cooler. It's about area.
And cooler, you gotta throw that out there. They are reducing temperature.
In denial. We are very passionate about zoning. The
Yes.
anti-war protesters in Minneapolis used to get so worked up about it. For decades, they had this Honeywell project dedicated to picketing us. We just considered it passionate, unsolicited customer feedback. It really just reminded the U.S. government that we made weapons so good, it made people mad.
It became marketing for the U.S. government? Oh, okay. What else did you make?
We dabbled in triggers for jelly firebombs, because we thought, man, napalm, that's all about temperature.
I am never gonna look
my
at a thermostat
God.
the same way again. What else?
We even made landmines. Our Gator mine system allowed aircraft to deploy a lovely mix of anti-tank and anti-personnel mines over a very wide area.
Why do these companies have so many military contracts that I didn't know anything about? Like, I didn't know any of this. Dude. Ugh.
It's like a sprinkler of death.
Yay!
Surprise explosions for your enemies to find.
Yay!
Passing children if they don't automatically defuse. Did you know that they train cute little rats to go find and disarm the mines?
See, we gave Q rats jobs.
Don't
Yay!
take credit for this. Do you have anything else that hasn't led to a worldwide convention to ban what you've created?
Of course.
Were they stationed out of Canada? Just a question.
We were a major player in computers for a while.
Wait, like regular
This is
computers?
true. This is true. Honeywell did computers for a little bit. I remember this. I'm old.
Absolutely. Back in the 60s and 70s, it was us versus IBM. We even had a program called the Liberator that would help customers easily convert their old IBM programs to run on our shiny new Honeywell 200 series computers.
You made a program that just rips IBM programs? Why?
Because fuck them, that's why.
There you go.
What happened? Why have I never done research on a Honeywell laptop?
We had our moment in the sun and even made devices that could deliver suns to other people. But our true masterpiece, our grand vision for the digital age, was perhaps too beautiful for its time. It wasn't a business machine. It was for the home.
Okay, a home computer in the 60s. That
Okay.
sounds really cool and
Yeah, it
pretty
does.
advanced.
It was! In 1969, we built the Honeywell 316 kitchen computer, and I don't mean to brag, it was pretty powerful.
What was its data capacity?
4 kilobytes.
That's enough for 0.24 seconds of a song, 0.01 seconds of a video, and 0.18 seconds of a really low-tier video game.
But for the time, it was crazy.
It
was a
was.
sleek, modern, 100-pound behemoth that you could buy for the low price of $10,000.
Holy crap.
$10,000? That's over $87,500 today. That's a down payment on like a really nice house or like a BMW X7.
Oh, do you want to know what BMW did?
Not right now. What
No.
could this computer
No, we
do?
don't wanna
Could it
know.
predict the stock market? Could it calculate orbital trajectories?
It stored recipes.
It was an $87,000 recipe box.
Oh, it was so much more. It took a 2-week programming course just to learn how to operate it. You had to input recipes using binary toggle switches on the front panel. It had no screen, of course, but with 4 kilobytes of memory, it had the potential to store dozens of your meals.
You sold a 100-pound car-priced, impossible-to-use kitchen appliance that was less functional than a stack of index cards?
But it can't.
And somebody bought it. You got to realize that. Somebody bought it to show off that they had it. That's not a lie. That's actual fact.
With a built-in cutting board, we were thinking about synergy. We even bought the Pentax camera company for a while, so you could take a picture of the food you made after failing to get the recipe from your kitchen computer.
This
Right.
is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
The market just wasn't ready for our vision. But to be fair,
How many times have you heard that before?
sometimes our vision was a little blurred. For instance, when we merged with Allied, who owned Bendix Corporation, we didn't just get their aerospace technology, we also acquired a fun little surprise.
Oh.
Decades of asbestos liability lawsuits from their brakes.
Maybe you should have put the brakes on the acquisition. Also, Butts and Bendix? What the Freud is going on?
It wasn't just them doing it. We also got really into redecorating the environment. We even helped the U.S. government get into super funds.
What is that?
There's sites that need long-term cleanup of hazardous material. We blessed riverbeds in Georgia with mercury and gifted areas of New Jersey with hexavalent chromium. Like a ferry of ecological failure.
So you make
Wow.
weapons, poison the earth, and create useless kitchen gadgets.
Let's go.
All at a perfectly managed temperature. We even tried to merge with GE once.
The guys that make things that spin?
Yeah, the European
Oh no, that would be horrifying. But they would have fans.
Commission, though, said that if GE, the world's biggest maker of jet engines, merged with us, the world's biggest maker of avionics and cockpit electronics, the combined company would have an unbreakable monopoly on the sky.
Yeah.
So close to having corporate air supremacy.
You would have had a private air force, wouldn't you?
Yes.
You can't prove that in a court of law. We would have been too powerful together. That was the highest honor. They knew the company capable of creating a gun so powerful it could work as a plane's e-brake, and another company that created cluster bombs probably shouldn't be hanging out.
I feel like
No.
I need a shower after this conversation. Like
Yes.
a long decontamination shower.
We can help with that. We make water heaters and the control systems for municipal water treatment plants. So the water will be at a perfect, comfortable temperature while you're trying to wash away the existential dread of knowing the same company warming your home, also perfecting the art of dropping a minefield from an F-16. We really are the masters of environmental control.
Hey,
To be absolutely 100% honest, could you imagine a fun family slogan strapped to the side of a bomb that dropped off this kind of payload in front of somebody? My God. Warpugs, I'm really enjoying this. Between him and the Fat Electrician, like, I'm learning so much about companies that I just don't, like... I wonder if he's been on the Unsubscribed podcast with them yet. I think that would be so absolutely hilarious because of some of the things we've learned from him about some of the companies that I thought Honeywell was the thermostat people. They're out here delivering warheads on foreheads. Next day delivery. Oh my God. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments section down below. And oh my God. So many companies are like this too. So many companies are like this. GE, I knew that GE did stuff because I was in the military and I had a couple of things that were GE made. But Honeywell, I had not the faintest clue whatsoever. And some of these other companies, not even close. Warpugs, let me know what you think. Comments below. All links in the description down below. Join as a member of Patreon for early access. Warpugs, I'm hoping you have a great night.